as most of you know.
Hey Shmer, here I am again, walking around the Commons. I swear, this is not all I do here. I just came back from the Quidditch meeting, which is very exciting. Anyway, I'm gonna try to have a video with more of a focus this time. Now, being in Boston means that I've been around people a lot more. So I've had more time to observe people and see what people do. Like, a lot of it's just stuff that I used to see, but I wouldn't see it as often, and now I do. So I have a theory, and I'm gonna call it the Snapchat effect. Is it okay to call an effect a theory, or a theory an effect? I guess this is why I go to art school. Anyway, when digital cameras first came around, taking a picture was like the coolest thing. I mean, like, I wasn't there. It was about 150 years ago. But it's like taking a picture was like the super cool, amazing thing. Now, when we were growing up, taking a picture was not this cool, rare thing. People did it all the time. Like, there were digital cameras, there were throwaway cameras, there were just regular film cameras. It wasn't like anything significant. And there would always be people who would like put their hand over the camera, like, don't take a picture of me. Like, come on, we all know a person or two who like just never wanted their picture taken or a video taken of them. Always just covering themselves up. However, I can't really remember the last time I've seen someone do that. I mean, like, you and I are more adulty people now. We are around older people, some would say more mature people. But is that really all there is to it? Like, is that it? Is it just because we're older? Okay, I personally think that it has to do with Snapchat. Because think about it. Back when digital cameras first came out, digital cameras were a cool thing, but you did not always have it. Like, there are definitely exceptions to this, but no kid walked around every day during school with a digital camera. Kids would bring them in sometimes, and their phones didn't have cameras, so when the camera was out, it was like a big event. But then, for example, the iPhone, the smartphone came out. And with a smartphone, you always have a camera. Now, even then, it's not like people took pictures constantly, but then we get to Snapchat. Some people Snapchat quite literally all the time. Like, you and I have some of the same friends on Snapchat, and there are some people who post every 15 minutes. And you know, obviously, this is not just Snapchat, it's all kinds of social media. But Snapchat is the one people use all the time. I just think it's a very interesting trend that people go from having their pictures taken being okay because it's uncommon, to then not having it be okay as it gets more common, and then acquiescing and accepting it because it's so common. It's like, will this ever get taken a step further? You know, obviously, this is not all Snapchat. There's Twitter, there's Instagram, people are taking pictures of everything, and it's not all just videos, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm wondering is if these things inherently behave like some kind of cosine function. I'm wondering if things that involve security naturally fluctuate back and forth between people being okay with it and people not being okay with it. I mean, I might be thinking too far into this, but it just seems like a very odd trend of okay with something, not okay with something, okay with something. Will there be another step? I don't know. Miss you. It's a very nice day here. I thought I'd mix things up by telling you about something I was thinking rather than showing you something I was doing, which I've been doing a lot lately. And you know, this would kind of be something hard to explain over text since it's kind of long and convoluted. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it sometime. I just would have assumed that as technology develops continually in a certain way, humans would just react in stronger responses in a certain way, but that does not seem to be the case. Tomorrow I'm going to the Boston Market, and I have auditions this weekend, and I'm going to be in a Quidditch scrimmage. I look forward to talking to you soon, Shmara, because I love you. See you on Monday with your video. Also, as a quick side note, I realized that cameras started out in controlled environments, and then like digital cameras went and could take a picture in an uncontrolled environment when people aren't expecting it and that stuff. But I still find this interesting. See ya.